Hello everybody, today I'll be looking at the Digiflavor Drop Solo RDA. The little single coiler came from the dual coil RDA. Little 2-post ball deck, easy enough. Just undo the post screws, if you can get the screwdriver in there, there we go. And on the other side, I'll be using 24 gauge NI80 flat wire, self-wrapped. Now this one's got the open post at the bottom for you to just drop your coil in and cut off the legs at the bottom. But if you wrap your coil too long, you can just pre-cut it a little bit so it just sticks out at the bottom. What I'm going to do, just going to give it a little trim. Just like that. Get that out of the way. Perfect. You just take your coil, stick it in there. Now you can decide if you want to lift it a little bit. So it's just off the deck, because you're still going to bend the legs in to have your coil sitting center of the deck for the best airflow. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep the coil a little bit off the base. Tighten the one leg. And tighten the other leg. Just take the coiling tool, stick it right in there, and bend it over. Just like that. You're just going to align it a little bit so it's more center. Push it over a little bit. Just like that. Of course, your airflow is going to come in between the two posts, and from the other side, the way it's set up with the top cap hooking in on the two notches there. Now, for me, it works best with the coil basically just above the posts, like that. Now, what I said about the coil leg sticking out, you'll see underneath there, you've got the two coil legs sticking out. If you cut it short enough, once you get used to it, straighten that up. If you cut it short enough, you don't need to cut it off, because your cotton is just going to go straight down on both sides of the coil. You don't need to cut it off, but for you to cut it off, quite easy. Get your snips in underneath, cut it off. Make sure that piece of wire didn't drop into the deck. You don't want it touching between the positive and the negative, otherwise you will get a short. And the same on the other side, such a little piece there, don't really need to cut that off. It did shoot out. They always miraculously disappear. But that is your coil. Let's bed that in. Got it on the Vapor Storm Puma tonight. And let's give it a couple of quick pulses. Give it a little rake. And that is good. There we go. Let's get the cotton ready so long while that cools down. Again, using cotton bacon version 2. And we're going to need about a third of that. Roll it up. There we go, that should be fine. Pinch and twist one end. That will fit through perfect. Just feed that through. And I'll twist mine. You can always just give it a little back and forth. Give it a fluff up, like that. Place the scissors where the RDA base touches the deck or touches the mod at about a 45-degree angle. Pull the cotton down, give that a snip. Same on the other side. Give that a snip. Give that a bit of a comb out. Because you've got such a big space for your cotton, there's a lot of space for cotton. Get a bit of hair trim. And tuck it in underneath there. Make sure you make space in the middle, because like I said, your airflow comes through from the back end, through there, and the airflow comes through this side. Tuck it in on the other side. Just like that. And we can juice it up. I'll just slightly pulse it. Because if you slightly pulse it, it helps sucking the juice into the cotton that's inside the coil. Make sure that's all nice and saturated. Stick your top cap back on. 0.57, we'll up that to 30 watts. And it's good to go. And that was it. The Digiflavor Drop Solo. Enjoy.